In this video, I want to talk about the hard phase of this project, the difficult time. Since we got back from the summer camp in August, and I returned to China basically with a huge debt, with a massive debt on my credit card that I needed to take care of. So I was a little bit anxious about whether I was going to be able to raise the money to do it or not. And so we got there, and then it started. The first thing I had at my work was we didn't have enough students. Some of my students have dropped out of the schools. One of the schools, we lost like 200 students from one school. And so it was a massive blow to me. And some of the schools had complaints. And Open Mind Africa is primarily funded by my business, my education business in China. And so when I was getting information about some schools saying we don't have enough students, we're not going to enroll, one whole level of students are going to drop out, I was very concerned. So we started, and then by the time we got through to the first month, I realized that, yeah, it's going to be all right. We've lost some students, but we've also gained some new students, so it was going to be okay. I calmed my fears down, we faced it on, and then we were able to actually realize that it wasn't that bad. We took a hit, but we also gained some new students. And so that was the first thing I had to deal with. And then I got malaria. Which was like, what, Joe? Yes. I got malaria because I had been to Ghana. Since I lived abroad, I've been to Ghana many times. And not even once did I ever come back with malaria. And so when I was going to Ghana with Kathleen and Joe, I was so sure that I wasn't going to get malaria. But I was concerned for them because it was their first time to Africa and to Ghana. And I was like, God, help me. I'll do anything to keep these guys safe. And so I was very concerned, and I took care of them, and they did not get malaria. But I came back with the malaria, and I didn't even know I had malaria, so I didn't bring any medication. And so I nearly died. I went through the first cycle, the second cycle, the third cycle, and I didn't think I would survive the fourth one, but God provided. A friend of mine talked to a Ghanaian guy who had malaria medicine in my city, and I took the medicine, and then I got okay. But it was a really close call. I came really close to I thought I was going to die. So and after that, after malaria, was a little bit of financial difficulty that I was going through, because every money that I had to go paying for the debt for the summer camp. And so I had personal financial difficulty and family demands and other things. And so it was just like that. And my friend was getting married, and I needed to go, but I was going to go to a wedding with no money. It was so funny. But I managed to put some funds together, and I attended the wedding, which was really successful. Around this time, I was facing a visa crisis, something that I never expect after almost 13 years of living in China, that I would be having visa issues. But I nearly had to leave China because they wouldn't renew my visa for me because of a little glitch or something. And so it was a terrible time for me as well, not knowing, okay, so I thought I was going to go to Chicago, and then I was going to live there, and I was going to figure out what to do next with my visa and all that. But a miracle happened again. I got a visa renewed. And so, I got it done. But it was a difficult time. And so right after the visa was done, I came back from the wedding, things were going all right. And then we were looking at somewhere in October. And then what happened was, it was a Chinese political month. And so one of my staff, basically, whom I had gone to an agency to get a visa for, was caught up in a visa difficulty issue. And the investigation led on. And what happened was, in the end, he was deported. But not until we had to pay fines upon fines and lots of grueling interviews at the police station and a whole lot of things, which was very tough. But it did not even end there. What happened was, I had to lose 3 of my teachers. I have 18 schools 4 teachers, and I lost 3 of them with 1 teacher left. The business was crumbling, the business was coming down, and now I was worried about Open Mind Africa, because this is where we get the money to finance everything. Without this business, I wouldn't be able to do any movement or anything. I mean, it would have been terrible. And so I was like, oh, what am I going to do? And so another difficult time. We weathered the situation, did whatever we needed to do, strong, hopeful, all of that. And so in the end, I got back I got teachers. I brought back some other teachers, and I got some part-time teachers, and now the work is ongoing. And so the storm also seems to have subsided. Then after that, I came to the United States, and then all the pressure, all the thing that has been happening hit me. And so I couldn't work. I was like, I couldn't work. Everything has been so slow. And even today that I'm making this video, I'm going through the same thing. I'm heading to Ghana today because I want to be there for the last campus meeting. I also want to do some work whilst I'm in Ghana. So I'm going to be in Ghana for 2 months, and almost 2 months, and be able to meet up with the students, have a Christmas party with Open Minders, and then be there at the beginning of the year attending some of the club meetings or campus meetings. And so what I want to say is that it hasn't been easy at all. I mean, there's been one difficulty after another difficulty after another difficulty since I got back from Ghana. And I'm not discouraged at all. I see it's part of the setting up process, and that is why I needed to record this video today for you who want to look at this in the future and realize that whatever you're going to do, whatever project you're going to embark on, is going to be tough. You're going to have challenges, you're going to have difficulties, you're going to have all these unexpected situations happen, but keep it up. I don't know where Open Mind Africa is going to end, but I'm very optimistic that we're going to succeed. I will do whatever that I can to see this project through. So this is a little story I wanted to share. I want to let you know that challenges are part of the process. Difficulties are part of the process. Yes, we don't have any funding yet, 0 funding, but I'm not discouraged, you know. I'm not discouraged that there's no money. Klaus and I looked into our bank account, and then we have like $500 in there, and most of it, he and I just put the money in there, only just the 2 of us. And so we're like, Joe, we have to work harder on our fundraising efforts. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And so, yeah, I wanna do another video and talk about how awesome the team has been, and so maybe I'll do the 3rd video.